Welcome to the Die As Cast podcast.
Welcome everybody to the Die As Cast podcast, The Expanding Waste. After a thrilling battle of the Stormboars, the companions of St. Blaine the Bearer sat around and expressed dismay about being known as the companions of St. Blaine the Bearer.
Other people know us.
Yeah,
we know us for different things.
Yeah,
they exchanged gossip. They exchanged feelings and past, and then sang each other campfire songs. Ilex revealed that she is an ambassador for the Alcide, and Maeve, after unburdening herself about her family and her patron, with Xisk's help, managed to shrink her newly swollen body down to its original hotness.
Wow, that's so erotic.
That's so I am 16. I am 16 years old.
Oh my goodness.
Speaking
my body
of erotic,
should be neither swollen
Xisk
nor hot.
enthralled his companions with how new piney are made. And Gideon
via hotness
talked about the disappearance
swelling
of his mothers. As they all sat around the late night campfire, marveling and reflecting on what they had heard, Maeve happened to look up, feeling a surge of power, and saw a man's butt slowly descending from the sky.
It was truly horrifying. Like, I have not seen very many butts in my very short life, so seeing this come down towards my face,
this very tiny one,
very tiny, shriveled little
especially
walnut
with
butt.
a surge of power. Ugh.
We can all remember Maeve's campfire song, which I only remember as coffee.
Blood.
Blood.
Coffin.
My question is purely about headcanon, because I'm picturing this man fully nude, cross-legged, lowering himself down to the ground.
Oh,
and that's a pretty...
Just open.
That's a visceral mental image that I'm seeing in my head. And so I just want to be clear that we're all seeing the same thing.
We did talk about Danny DeVito's naked ass. I don't know that the actual person was naked.
Tell us now, Kevin. Decide.
No,
How much scrotum do we see?
Right. And also, if he's cross-legged and floating above, we're seeing up his butt.
We're getting whole.
All of it.
And dangling bits sort of in the empty zone.
The man needs a wax.
I've seen a few Facebook comments, listeners of the Die As Cast, about maybe the podcast being too crass, and I'm sorry for those listeners. I hope you stuck for
We gotta play some D&D,
It's not the podcast, it's just me. Okay, so he's not naked, everything's tucked away and covered in cloth and very demure. That's fine.
Tucked away?
Yes. But
great.
I don't know how Wolfgang will feel now about you talking about this fellow's scrotum in any sense.
Fantastic.
Or not.
So we'll reveal the source book at the end of the episode.
All right.
Carry on.
Okay. So he is in this long ochre robe trimmed in scarlet. He has this quite impressive looking staff in one hand and this glowing ball in the other.
I'm sorry, you keep saying some phallic stuff that I can't get out of my brain.
Diego, stop it. Everybody.
Okay, I'm
staff
serious.
And glowing ball.
I am classically trained. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. So yes. See, now I'm thinking about it. The staff, the magnificent staff and glowing balls. Filled with potential.
What? There's one orb, guys.
There is one orb. Yes.
He's not talking about the orb, man.
Kevin, I hope this character wasn't meant to be intimidating, because we kind of messed that shit up.
We really blew that to hell, I think. Yeah.
He settles down and he adjusts himself and he says, I had the distinct impression that you were looking at my ass as I settled down here.
Well, you did come down ass first, so I don't know what you expect us to do.
Yes,
you could have made a normal entrance and you did not.
Ass first entry is really quite asking for some looks, isn't it?
And now that we've seen your butt, introduce yourself, please? You have some important news, but who the heck are you?
And we'll introduce ourselves after.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you go first.
I just want to ask each of you who you are. I just want to confirm that I am sitting in the presence of the companions.
Oh my god.
Let's start with you there. You of the forest. You look like an Alcide.
I look at Ilex.
Oh, me, yes. Well, I'm afraid I'm not a good one to start with. I'm notably not a companion of Blaine McNutt.
And neither are we. Sorry, neither are the three of
Yes,
us.
none of
Well-
us. You have the wrong group, but
Secret is they really just don't like to be known by that. So if you want to get anything productive out of this lot, it seems like it's not a good place to start. Anyway, my name's Ilex, and I'm friendly.
You're awfully familiar there, Ilex. And you, Mr. Tree, Mr. Piney.
Hello, finally, someone who knows. Someone of culture. My name is Xisk, thank you, and I am a member of the KISS Partners. I don't know who the companions are.
I see.
No idea.
And, this young lady here?
if you had seen me not like an hour ago, you would not have thought that I was a young lady. I was a hulking behemoth of a thing. But I am Maeve, and I am back to my normal hotness, so get in all of your looking while you can.
It feels weird.
Thank you. And you, Mr. Bearfolk.
Hi there, I'm Gideon Sweets, and yeah, I wouldn't call myself a companion because Bethesda is a very litigious gaming group, so we are the KISS Partners, royalty free.
My name is Vermes.
Is what?
What?
Sorry, what did you just
I
say?
am Vermes the Second.
Vermes?
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 Like vermin? I've had enough of vermin. If you are a rat, get out of here, because I do not want to deal
Maeve,
with you.
yeah, just
You're
ask-
right. Composure.
Vermes the second.
Where do you come from, Vermes, and why have you sought us out?
Well,
sought
I'll
them
get
out.
Xisk to roll. Let me see, what would he roll? He would roll history, please, Xisk.
Oh, son of a... 10.
All right.
Oh, no.
That doesn't help you at all. You don't know who I am when I tell you I'm Vermes the Second.
Let me think for a second. No.
I am the Exarch.
The what?
The Exarch.
Yeah, keep going on that, brother.
Yeah, I don't want to seem rude. It's just that you're using words that I don't understand, and so
Well, have you heard of the Mageocracy of Elaine?
Is that one of the Mage Kingdoms that happened in the war?
Yeah, that's right. It's one of the Mage Kingdoms that happened in the war. The capital city is Bemia.
And the Mageocracy is called Elaine?
Yes.
Like your Kevin Cork and mine, Griffin Cork's next door neighbor, me growing up, Elaine?
Yes. Not Elaine. Not Elaine.
Okay.
Elaine.
Elaine.
is this the same Elaine who's very well known for their dance moves where they sort of use their fingers and jerk around in a sort of pointing and cool late 90s motion? I'm getting a lot of blank stares from the Gen Zs in
I
this
got
I
it.
am getting some sitcom
Would chill
vibes
out.
off of you, Mr. Vermes. They too.
Elaine.
Yes, you keep saying
I,
it.
I
Could you
don't know.
spell
I
that?
don't know what to tell you. Our capital city is Bemia. And,
Okay.
And
Okay, so why are you
we
here
host
from the sky?
a festival. I thought for sure it's a festival for Thought Hermes. So
Oh.
I thought you would
Oh.
have been there or heard of it before, but you seem to be relatively sheltered in the woods, I guess. Yes, so I am the Exarch of Elaine.
Can you have a dialect that's hard to understand? Could you try your best at common dialect? Like if you're an Australian, like try your best American accent.
I'm talking here, and I'm telling you that I am the Exarch. I have never had this happen to me before.
Yeah,
I am
mean,
the Exarch
us neither,
of
right?
Elaine.
We don't know.
Exarch?
Exarch.
That's a sort of title,
Oh.
is it?
For thought's sake, I am the king of Elaine. I am the head of Bemia and the head of the Mageocracy.
You could have led with that.
Yeah,
think
King,
you
King.
tried.
Like, King is like a big deal.
I have never had.
You must forgive
people
us. You're right,
Anyway,
you're right.
Let's move on past that.
What is the correct way to address you? Your Majesty?
Well, my title is very elaborate, but for the simplicity's sake, you can just call me the Exarch.
All right,
That's
the
the
Exarch.
one I have trouble with.
The Exarch. Exarch.
Exarch.
Exarch.
Exact.
It helps if you get it like his voice. Exarch.
Yeah, we'll just say it exactly the same way that we hear it.
Yeah, exact.
Exact. Are we saying it correctly?
Exact.
Oh, this is so disrespectful, you guys. I am so sorry.
It's
I
just
think
for
the butt first
accuracy
entrance
purposes.
really killed like whatever grandeur you had coming in.
Not your
No,
butt
in a
coming
way,
in.
this is refreshing. I'm used to thousands bowing down to me, so having a normal conversation with you four is interesting.
I think there is very little that is normal about this conversation, but no pun intended. Why did you come here along this road to fucking nowhere? I don't know.
Well, I was going to explain more of what I've intended, but if you guys have no idea who I am, it would take a podcast length of explanation. Let's just cut to the chase. I want to know how you summoned Mavros.
Oh my god. Why?
We didn't summon Mavros. Mavros came to us.
We have very little agency, you know. We kind of just do things and things happen to us. It's like we are like the heroes of a story or something. It's very peculiar.
Can I ask why you want to know?
Well, being able to summon Mavros and control Mavros seems like a peak kind of magic thing that I would... I've conquered most other kinds of magic, so I thought that would be useful.
It has nothing to do with the fact that Mavros has just set out a call
A
against
warrant.
all mages, and you live in a mageocracy. It has nothing to do with that.
Yeah, the call against the mages, that flares up every 50, 100 years. I've dealt with that before. I'm not concerned about it this time. Mavros will
But was
keep that.
Mavros involved last
Once
time?
he gets calmed down, once he's had a few more battles, he totally will forget about that.
Kevin, can I make an insight check?
Oh, sure.
Unless you want to tell me more things, but...
Tell me what you're trying to determine.
Is this a bluff that he's not worried about Mavros and this threat against the mages? And, like, is this true that it's every 50 years? I got a 17.
A 17 is pretty good. His voice, now it's hard to see his face because it's wrapped up. All you can see basically is his eyes. And there's a little bit of like sort of a red glint in his eyes. But from his voice, he seems genuinely dismissive of that particular aspect.
Well, I'm glad you're so confident about it.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind telling you what we know, but I don't believe you've conquered every magic type.
Well, I'm just going to have to live with your skepticism there, young bear.
You could prove it to me, you know, as kings might.
I could, but I'm not gonna.
Don't mock my dialect. We're already on shaky grounds, but
We did mock his
This
dialogue. a little bit.
this accent is pretty definite, but if I could layer a mocking of your dialect on top of it, yeah, I would do that for sure.
Oh boy, you're like cartoonizing his dialect. What is that called?
I guess I'm offended and I won't be speaking to you any further.
Well, from what I hear, you're kind of prickly with god types.
Don't
So
pretend you had to confirm who we were. You don't know who I am.
Here's the thing,
No
Your
one really knows
Highness.
anything.
If I should called you that, Your Highness, we
Your hiney.
Your Hiney.
Oh,
Yes.
Maeve!
No.
All right,
Give
Maeve,
her
you can have-
inspiration.
Yeah, you can have inspiration for that. That was a dad.
Yeah! Stupid
That was a
jokes
dab.
get results, people. Don't be afraid.
I think Maeve is the stockpiler of most of our inspiration.
100%.
I have 4, you guys.
Wait, what?
Spend them.
Oh wait, you have.
I
you
need
have,
to start spending them.
Oh, I'm sorry, Maeve. You only get one at a time.
I
they
can't
just-
stockpile them?
No, I'm afraid not.
I can't stockpile them at all. This whole time I wasn't spending them because I thought I got in my head
You're
that we
just
had a rule
hoarding
where
them?
you could stockpile them. Okay, well, I have one whole inspiration, which is one more than all of you.
Absolutely.
So I win. D&D.
True.
I win.
Makes you wonder how maybe the other 3 could get inspiration.
You're
Actually,
high.
One
said
character stockpiled
Hiney.
4.
You're
Anyways,
hiney.
as I was saying, Your Highness, we did spend some time with Mavros. However, we did not summon them, nor do we control Mavros in any kind of way.
So it was just the death of all of his followers that brought him to Midgard.
Someone summoned one of the Titans.
Ah, that's the other thing. The Ancient Ones. They have been a plague on this land for years, and I have worked and worked. I have worked my ass off to try to get there, to nullify their damage. I know you have no point of reference here, but the Goat of the Woods, formerly Makana, she completely let me down there.
I don't mean to quibble, but was it not the Mageocracies that summoned the Titans in the first place?
Oh, it was the Mageocracies that summoned the Titans. Absolutely. That was the problem. They were egged on. They were led by the nose.
So what made your Mage Kingdom different from the other ones?
Well, the original Mage Kingdom was Kalmarath, and after we broke away from the elves, we all started to fight amongst ourselves and split off into all the Mageocracies.
Right, but what was what's the difference between the kingdoms? What was yours known for?
Well, Elaine is the one that still exists. Everything else has been destroyed.
Every other magical kingdom has been destroyed?
Yeah, that's right. Was the last surviving. I mean, there's a few cities, but there's no more kingdoms except Elaine.
And you're really the exarch of it? You just came out here on your own with no retinue or anything?
I was wondering about that. Where is your posse?
I don't need a posse. What do you mean a posse? You mean like a bunch of
if you
hangers-on?
have conquered all magic, like then I guess it makes sense you would go by yourself. You seem like a very confident individual, but
listen,
it just seems like a king would have like an entourage to follow him.
We could kill you right here.
All right.
We could. We've done it. Not saying we've done it, but we've done it.
We won't.
Yeah, we could just summon Mavros again and freaking nip this in the bud.
Yeah, in fact...
In fact...
All right, listen. It seems like we got off on the wrong foot here. Let me do this more properly then. And he takes this small, looks like a round mushroom. Seems like a sort of a rounded mushroom, and he sort of flips it on the ground, and a small pup tent pops up.
Who's that for?
Who's this for?
Well, let's go in and we can have a conversation in there.
I learned a lot about, like, going into spaces with people you don't know. Stranger danger.
Especially magical spaces.
Yes,
Who come at you but first?
We've learned a lot about poisonous mushrooms in the forest. Mm-hmm. So this is sketchy.
That's how you set a trap.
Anything you want to say in front of me, you can say in front of Potemkin.
Oh, no, I'm inviting you all. I'm inviting you all in. I'm sorry, Lord. It's like the people are so rude to you. But it's okay.
Hey, Potemkin, you know? Yeah, hold up.
You know each other?
She says, yes, I don't know him, but I know of him because I am a wizard, and we started originally as a wizard. And I saw him at a gathering in some city I was too young to remember.
Okay, that's all good and great. But we're not going in the tent, Vermeer. What's your name?
All right, fair
Vermeer.
enough. Can I get you anything? Would you like anything? What would you like? A sandwich or a hoagie?
I had enough.
Those are both sandwiches.
I'll take some tomato soup if you have some.
Yeah, we can get some tomato soup. Would you like that with or without pretzels?
No, hot take. I don't like pretzels. That's Diego talking.
Yeah, Xisk, what do you mean? What do you mean, Xisk?
I pull out my fucking sword.
Okay,
shadow
everybody calm down.
It's fine, Xisk. I don't even know what a pretzel is, so...
That's a pre-episode goof, ladies and gentlemen, if I've ever heard one.
All right, hold on just a second. Louis,
What?
did you bring up some tomato soup?
This is like Luigi's Barbershop all over again, if anyone knows what that is.
And in a few minutes, this hand hands you out a bowl of tomato soup.
A hand?
Thanks, Louis. No, they don't want to come in. Everybody can relax.
Just a second.
Take a smoke break.
Excuse me, your exarchness. I sort of bend my front legs and sort of very, very awkwardly try and get myself
Oh, no.
to look in this door? Because I imagine it's low to the ground, is it?
It is, but
How
it
big
opens
is
up
the
into
door?
this grand... the door is about 4 feet tall.
Yeah, okay, so I do have to bend down. I look inside. What's inside there?
You see this grand staircase that leads into this huge palace area, and there's servants and guards and walls and walls and walls of books.
I look at everybody. It's a
What do you
palace
see?
inside. It's a palace inside.
It's not just the kitchen.
Maeve runs in.
Oh,
Oh, Maeve!
I don't know if we should... God.
Okay,
I
babe,
lick-
so
I-
you run down these stairs, and you get to the bottom of the stairs, and you have
Wait,
have
what?
flashbacks of being raised in your stepfather's house. Because there
my God,
are
this is so-
servants there to immediately take your clothes. And
This
you're
is so good. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Look at the flooring. There is no like cobblestone or like weird gothic arches or anything. This is very light and bright. Like you could do a lot with this space. It seems very versatile.
Mom! Mom! What are you doing in there?
You guys, it's huge in here. It's like a castle in here.
and did you die?
No,
Should we-
Sorry,
no
I-
one is interested.
I don't...
It smells like roast beef, like good, like with like rosemary and like a mustard that they probably.
has red tinted eyes. I'm nervous.
I have blue eyes, which is normal.
is
now
good.
that I think about it.
That's good lightsaber color. Red is bad lightsaber color.
all right, so he's standing there sort of holding the flap of the tent open. He goes, I can talk to you any way you want. Do you want to sit down and have something to eat? And Potemkina joins Maeve. She comes down right away, and she
Damn it, Potemkina.
She's insatiable.
she is cowed, though.
Guys, the cushions are suede.
No! There are people waiting for our help out there!
One of us has to be unmuffled. We have to
Oh,
be
sorry,
in one of
sorry.
our two spaces.
It's because the camera keeps cutting in and out of the tent, that's why, you know?
It's muffled from every perspective.
Yep. But it's bad camera work, so it's going the wrong side.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
funny. That's a good bit. Sorry, keep going.
Well,
Chase makes
tell you-
a good point. There could be a big battle in the forest that we already said we'd go to.
Your Exarch, how long will this
Is
take?
there a?
Well, considerably longer than I originally supposed. Yes.
Fine.
Oh, God.
It's quick. The question I have for you is, you know what else? I have another question to ask you now that I think of it.
Inside the tent or outside?
Guys, there are scones.
Oh, fuck it. I'm going in.
Damn it!
I take my tomato soup and go in.
Yes. All right, so the three of you are in. They seat you at this fine table. You know, it's not overly large. It's not ostentatious. It's about 10 feet in diameter. And the Exarch sits down and he starts eating these strange pretzels filled with this wondrous brown cream.
God.
God, what a
Scones
bad
filled
way to
with
say
roast
peanut
beef.
butter.
Gideon, are you going to go inside?
We also have a tent set up here. We're just
know,
on the side of the road. I'm gonna pack this up. I'll come in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if it's okay, I'm gonna stay outside. I just really don't think it's gonna be very dignified for me to try and climb in that door.
Right.
Oh,
Don't-
he lifts
Well-
the flap up, and you don't have to bend over to get in.
Okay, well, I don't, thank you. I don't love this. Thanks. In we go.
And as you walk down the stairs, Ilex, each of the stairs forms this grip so your hooves don't even slip on the slick wood.
Oh, thoughtful. Thank you. This is very nice.
Yeah, I'll kind of clang around in our worst tent and like pack stuff up and bring it into the big one.
Gideon's packing the whole campsite by himself.
You just hear like canvas fall over.
And the time he gets it, he's gonna miss the whole conversation.
Yeah, so there's a sort of a bibbity bobbity boo moment, and all the things start to pack themselves up as he waves his staff around, and they all march sort of Sorcerer's Apprentice style into your bags.
God,
And they
my
all-
tent's moving on its own. Get them! They're
All
stealing
the
our
bags
stuff.
start to prance into the thing with you.
Oh
They all
my
follow
God. We're so out of our league. He just fantasiaed me.
you. They should be.
I haven't seen that play.
Exactly.
All right,
All
I'll
right.
go in.
So
Eat
you
a-
all
I'm gonna eat a
sit
scone
down.
angrier than you've ever seen me.
Angry scone eating. What does that involve, Gideon?
Kind of a rather than chewing, it's more of a just shoving the crumbly bread like into my mouth, so half of it falls on the floor,
Cookie Monster
and that's
style.
not
fine
eating.
in my
And then
books.
chewing open mouth.
Yeah, and we love that kind of Foley on the Diascast podcast.
Yes, important Foley.
If you didn't hear anything there, listener, it's because I'm doing you a service.
All right. So he sits down and he's eating his strange concoction. And he says, so I was hoping you guys had figured out some route to get Mavros on here. Because as you know, maybe you don't, I've been struggling to contain the Ancient Ones for a long time. I've been struggling to keep this voice up a long time.
Oh, no.
But there is definitely something you can help me with. Because I think one of you for sure. Yes, you, Bear. You remember Faye the Pirate Queen.
Yeah, of course I remember her. How the hell do you know her?
Well, I contracted her.
To do what?
I got a deal with Faye to find me the Viridian Codex. It's a book. It's an ancient book.
Would I know anything about this book?
Yeah, or would I?
You guys can roll me your history.
Oh boy. Oh! What
10.
do I add? Oh, I only had one. I got a dirty 20.
30.
Whoa!
Hey!
Gideon hasn't heard of this book before, but Maeve, because of your past studies, because of your schooling, the formal schooling you had, the Viridian Codex is a book that deals with, well, it outlines a lot of the philosophies of Bacana before she became the goat of the woods. And so it was written supposedly, no one's seen it for hundreds of years, but it was written supposedly by Bacana herself as she was getting involved with the Ancient Ones.
Isn't that the goat that they've been talking about? The goat god?
Yeah,
The Black Goat
Black
cult?
Goat.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, the black goat cult.
Bacana became the Black Goat after her dalliances with the Ancient Ones.
By dalliance, do you mean...
Stopping.
Yes.
Stupid.
Yes.
Oh, that's polite, Gideon.
Sorry, I'm not here. I don't know any of this.
This is...
She was tempted.
This is Bacana's
She was
book.
tempted by the Ancient Ones. Let's say that. That's what would be taught to a teenage Dhampir noble girl.
Tempted
noble
by their
woman.
swollen bodies.
Oh,
They're
turn to
swollen,
my hotness.
Oh my goodness.
they're swollen, tentacled,
Bad.
luxurious.
Different kind of. Yep. Uh-oh. We're veering.
Uh-oh.
Pull up,
So,
Kevin.
Wait. Vermes, this book, I did not know that it was, like, real or accessible to people. I figured, Bacana maybe would have, like, kept it. I don't know, like a diary or something. But I didn't know that you could
Well,
get it.
as
Did
as
you
me-
also know that Mavros and Bacana are hooking up? Because we just learned that, and, like, that is a whole thing. Or war, I don't know what happened. It was, like, a whole thing, apparently. But, like, it's crazy, right? Like, that's drama. You seem
Yeah.
very unfazed by this.
Well, no, they were, well, the gods are always drifting around. They don't call it polytheism for nothing.
That is a good point.
Is it
I kind of like
polytheism?
you. I like your tent, and I kind of like you, even though you did come at me as first.
Okay, but
Polytheism. If I
So-
could give you an inspiration point, Kevin, I would.
Yeah, we can give you inspiration for that one. That's good.
no. Don't give him inspiration. He's got a freaking armory behind
What,
that.
like he's gonna fight us here in this mushroom tent?
If he wanted, he could give himself inspiration whatever the hell he wanted.
Yeah.
You know?
And he wouldn't tell us.
Actually, no. I got an 18. Fuck off.
So I guess, Vermes, my question is, why do you want this book?
As I tried to explain, I'm trying to get rid of the Ancient Ones, because they are uncontrollable.
But why do you think that Bacana's book will help you do this?
Well,
I mean, she had,
it was-
as you say, dalliances with
Yes.
these creatures.
She was strangely attracted to these Ancient Ones, and she's the one that encouraged the Mage cities to summon them, and that created the chaos, the destruction. They just about destroyed Elaine, and many mages have died, and too much energy has to be spent on now trying to get rid of them. So I thought one of the things I could do in my spare time was to see if we can get some more information and find a way to send the Ancient Ones back to their own plane. But
So,
the Viridian Codex I've been searching for, I don't know, about 170 years. And it's the first time I've had a hint of anything.
What makes you think we can find this for you? Like, if you have conquered all magic, why have not you found it? Like, we are the KISS partners. We are not magicians or wizards, or actually none of us are wizards. Barely, like, me and Xisk are really... Well, I guess Ilex too, probably. You have magic, Ilex.
That's not really what we're talking about, is it?
But, like, magic is not our thing, I guess. I mean, kinda. Not like this.
All I know
like this.
is that they originally approached the council and said that she had some information, and so we agreed. And she said she was sending off 2 of her best women to find it, and I promised her the Crojack in return, and I haven't heard from her.
Oh, there is a lot that just...
Well, we can certainly speak to that.
Yeah.
But
You
I was
go,
just going
you
to
go,
ask
you go.
what the Crojack was. What's that mean? You keep
the
using
company.
words that we don't understand.
And
Is,
saying them like we know them, too,
Yeah.
which is a little bit condescending. Vermes.
I'm sorry. I forget what experience people have or don't have. I sit around all day with, like, 100-year-old wizards, and we all talk
I
very...
understand. When
It's very
you're,
jargon. I try to be without jargon. Jargon
when you're
free.
in line with Tahuti and have the knowledge of the universes at your hand, like I do, it's kind of a bargain. It's a burden, rather.
Really,
Even
Tris?
words kind of blend together at points. Continue.
Well, the Crojack is the full name is the Crojack Charleston Cutlass. And Gideon,
when-
you've
when
heard
you
of
say
that.
when you say the Crojack, it's a title or a name?
It is a name of an infamous sword, a cutlass.
The Crojack Charleston Cutlass?
Charleston
Yes?
Cutlass.
Yes.
Charleston Chew.
Charleston Chew?
Crojack, of course, named after the lovely Crojack, who left the Dias Cast a review. If you'd like your name on the Dias Cast, please send us a review and you can get snuck in like Crojack.
Yeah, Crojack.
I've heard of this. It's like a famous pirating sword?
Yep.
Must be a cutlass. Sure, okay.
It is a cutlass, and it's very stylish.
And sorry, you said you report to the...
No, you were going to give the Crojack to Faye.
as reward to get the codex.
Gideon! Faye! Oh,
Right. No, I've already done been here.
Okay, you're already there.
It's-
Okay.
I just gotta ask something. This Bacchanal, what's her name?
Bacana.
It's Bacana.
Okay, this baklava, is she associated with one of your mage kingdoms, or is she like a god?
Bacana was a goddess. She was very focused on the pursuit of pleasure, let's say it that way.
And every single mage kingdoms, even though they were at war, took advice from Bacana?
Well, they were at war, but they didn't escalate the war until Bacana introduced the Ancient Ones to them.
Right, so this one god or goddess introduced the idea of summoning the Ancient Ones to every single mage kingdom.
It started with one of the kingdoms, but then once one kingdom had an Ancient One, then everybody wants an Ancient One because there's Ancient One envy happening, and then this is on top of all the other fighting we were doing. We were doing like firestorms and plagues and all that stuff. The Ancient Ones were just one of the tools in the shed, as it were.
It was a way to impress each other.
Well, as a way to destroy each other in order to show that we were the best kingdom.
I see.
But I don't want to defend our role in the war. I'm saying that it got out of hand. It was an escalation.
Sure.
So this book is going to help de-escalate, basically.
But it
That
sounds
is
like
my
the
hope.
book is what got you in there in the
Yeah.
first place. And you know that because you know that Bacana turned into the Black Goat because of the book.
I think
No, not because of the book. She wrote the book before she turned.
And you're trying to know the mind of your enemy. Is that right? By reading the book.
No, there was actually rites and rituals that
It's
and
even more
spells that
practical.
were in the book. And
That could help to
and
unseat the Ancient
Ones, or
we are
some
trying
of
to
them?
unwind the spell that brought the Ancient Ones here. We can't kill them, although you guys did.
I'm gonna channel divinity as my action, and he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right.
Oh no!
Oh no!
He gets 42.
Shut up!
42.
Are you for real?
He's conquered all schools of magic.
Yeah, this guy is a king.
That sounds like a made-up number.
I do wonder about that because Magi would use intelligence. I don't know where his wisdom's at.
Yeah, whatever.
What are you trying to determine?
So, Channel Divinity, I have Channel Divinity read thoughts. If he fails the wisdom saving throw, basically I have access to his surface thoughts for the next minute. But I can also cast suggestion as an action for the next minute.
That's not what I was... 42 on the Channel Divinity, though. It's not there's good, no man. Way.
Yeah, he just looks at you and he goes, "So what do you need to? What are you trying to figure out there, Xisk?"
Well, I'm just trying to gather whether, what your intent, if your intent is truly what you say or not.
Well, you don't have to trust me. We don't have the codex here.
You're right, but I guess I'm trying to figure out what you want from us.
I would like you to take over from Faye, because I haven't heard from her or these two women, so I don't...
So then we do have to trust you, because if we do this thing for you, this is in the wrong hands. This book could be catastrophic.
Well, it's already been catastrophic. They're already here.
For all we know, it could make matters worse.
Yes, that's true.
May we have a moment?
Here you go. And he gestures, and another room opens up.
Another little tent pops inside
another
the tent.
Another tent inside the tent.
No, it's a big, grand ballroom. He goes, "Here, you can use the ballroom. We'll wait here. I'm going to finish my soup and peanut butter."
Maeve grabs a scone and goes into the ballroom.
Gideon, this is completely in your court. This is well within your history, your mum's. We won't do anything unless you tell us what you want to do. Or I won't.
I'm feeling... I am intrigued because it sounds like whoever is in current possession of the Codex is also who kidnapped my moms.
It's possible.
So, I just like to know from him, I guess, where it's rumored to be at the moment.
For sure, we can get that information. Do you want us to tell him what we know about Faye and your mums? Or the threat?
It's one of two things, I think.
For all we know, he could be listening right now.
Right. He either already knows, and if he doesn't, I don't want to tell him.
Okay, so it is a secret then.
So we say we'll do it, and get the information, and then we don't have to turn over the book.
I want to read the book, personally.
Maeve.
So badly. Sorry.
Yeah, are
you rubbing it into Xisk's face that he can't read?
I don't really see a downside to us saying yes unless we have to sign something or swear something. But here's the other thing. I think we should haggle for a reward for you three. It's dope that I'd get a pirate sword, but that's not great for you three. So let's up the ante a bit.
Is it dope, Gideon? It's infamous.
What do I know about the sword, Kevin?
Roll me an Arcana check.
Fuck. 6.
You do not know very much about it. All you've heard about it is that it was used by a long line of famous swashbucklers.
But he called it the infamous sword.
Yeah, the original wielder was the pirate king, Kojak Charleston.
What do I know about Kojak Charleston, then?
So he had a fleet of ships that would have rivaled any other navy, and he used it to extort all the other coastal kingdoms.
Yeah, whenever anything in pirate world reaches any kind of fame, it's usually through infamy. There's not a lot of pirates that reach fame through good deeds. So in terms of where I place the importance of it, I'm fine with infamy, but we should get you guys something.
I would be pleased as Peaches to just read the book.
Right, but listen, this is just a little bit of my pirate mind, and there are very few people left living who know who Faye Bladewalker was, and also who my mom's. I think that's just me and Pottings, who know both parties. So we have kind of an opportunity here to, I don't know, ask for something from the person who said he conquered all schools of magic.
This is a good point.
He is powerful, but we hold the power in this interaction.
it
I don't
hurts.
understand
Go ahead.
why he needs us so badly. Like,
He needs us because we're not important, because we're disposable. He can't send his important wizard people to go and get this thing. He needs to send people like pirates and rangers and the
he's
companions of
probably
Blaine
trying to keep it on
McNatt.
his
teenagers.
Right. I wonder if there is so much magic surrounding this codex, is that it may not be discoverable by magic if it was created and used in 9 different kingdoms that value magic. He probably needs us because it needs to be found by analog means.
And
All
it's
right.
dangerous
Bring
enough.
it on then.
Here is my question, folks. This seems like a big enough deal that we could tell Suskin that we have to do something else.
I mean, like, depending where... It sounds like he doesn't know where it is. He probably knows where it's rumored to be. But if Faye approached them saying, I have information, we might not have a destination quite yet. But I'm going to pull out the chunk of rock that came with the package of one of my mom's fingers in it. And I go, it's cavernous or some such.
Oh,
What is this rock?
that's nice.
I mean, it came with the warning package.
God,
This is the only clue I have to go on.
Can I have a look at it?
Sure.
I smell it.
Smells
lick it.
Dead finger. No! Oh, it's been beside a dead finger.
There were fingers in there.
Okay, there's some ways to
I mean,
determine
like,
where a
I'm
thing
not-
came
I'm not
from
disgusted. But.
beyond using your eyes. So I'm just checking it out. Can I make a check, Kevin, to see if I know where this rock came
lick.
from? Like what kind of environment this might have been from?
Yeah, you can. Roll me a survival check.
16.
You get a slight hint of dust or even burnt dust. It's a sedimentary rock. A sandy region. It came from a sandy region for sure.
Could be a desert, a coast. Super interesting. Thanks
No,
for
it
showing
wouldn't
that
be.
to me.
It wouldn't be. No, the ash burnt smell
Oh,
would tell you that it came from somewhere in the wasted west.
right. It smells like the rocks outside here.
That's-
Yeah, in some of the areas. Yeah.
That's why you
Absolutely.
came this way. Is that right, Gideon?
I mean, at a point I was kind of just following Poddings. The burnt part is more than I knew.
May I look?
Yeah, here's this.
Just to see. I am familiar with caverns.
Here you go.
I would like to look at the rock.
All right.
Give it a taste, Maeve.
I'm going to lean over to Xisk and go, you're next. It's crazy that I haven't asked you to do this before.
well, I don't know. The idea of your mother's fingers being in there makes me a little woozy. If I'm being
Yeah,
honest.
don't lick it. Don't lick it.
Okay, no.
I lick it until I can taste the blood of the fingers.
Oh God!
Damn it.
Sorry, what check am I making?
What check are you making? You are going to make another history check.
Okay. I want to see if this rock is from any sort of like caverns or caves around near where I live. I got a 15.
As far as the different kinds of rocks that you have tasted in your life, this doesn't taste like any of them. This is a new
Nothing.
rock
I don't
taste for
know.
you.
That's okay. No, we're kind of whittling down regions. This is truly more than I had. I had no idea. So this is all truly I know I'm being sassy. This is all useful.
We all turn to look at Xisk.
Cheers. Do you want to taste my finger rock?
You can't really taste the finger.
honestly-
Yeah, but-
it's there, but it's like a whisper.
Gideon does one peek into the other room.
Yeah. You see the
Fine.
Exarch sitting there, like, his foot's tapping. He's sort of checking where a watch would be in a few centuries when a watch is invented.
Stop looking at your
Fine.
wrist. And I peep back in.
Pass me the box.
Here's the rock.
The box?
And I was gonna use my other channel divinity, but no.
No. Just taste the rock. Just
Yeah,
taste
I'm
the
just
damn
gonna
rock.
taste it.
Just lick the fucking rock.
I'm just gonna
Jess.
taste it. Can I do a nature check instead? Actually, no. Never mind. What were you gonna say, Kevin?
I was going to say a nature check, absolutely.
Fuck. 15.
The rock itself has no significance for you. You do notice that the finger seems unusually fresh. You know, with your compost experience, your tending, farmers, that kind of stuff, this should be much more wizened or rotted or dried than it seems to be.
Okay. There's some magic in this, that's for sure.
In the rock?
Okay, so the rock is not from Morgau.
And the fingers should be decayed and much more smelly.
The rock is from somewhere sandy, you said, Ilex?
See the way it crumbles. It's sedimentary.
And it's ash. What about... I don't know too much about the world, but are there volcanoes or something?
Gideon's gonna put his
Anywhere?
finger on his lips and go, just in case, let's bring it back to the current task and speak
God,
about...
I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay. Speak about other findings outside of this Fantasia hellhole.
You're right.
And
This is a good point.
I'll be honest, team. I did not see where the bags dance off to, so we might have to go looking.
With the what?
Where the what?
I know, there's no time to explain. I walk back into the room. We accept.
Whoa!
Okay, I guess
I mean, we did say if he accepted, we would do it, so...
Here we go!
I run back into the other room. That's what we said, right?
Yeah, but there was some negotiations. Whatever.
Gideon, do you want your box back now? What do we do with this?
Yeah, give it. I kind of shove it back in. I kind of shove it back in my weird little smee pants. I come back into the other room. We accept again conditionally.
We all follow with our hands on our hips.
So you can tell he's having some sort of dessert now and coffee. Yeah. What would you? What's the condition? Let me guess. You want to barter with me?
Yes. Were you listening to us in the other room?
Is that part of the condition? Because I wasn't. I was too busy having my dessert.
Let's say from now on it is one of the conditions. You can't listen to us when we ask for a private moment. That's one of the
Sure.
conditions.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right.
Thank you. Here's the next one. The cutlass sounds like a pretty good prize for me as a pirate, but we're going to need some other rewards for my non-pirate friends. Buster. I point my finger at him.
All right, what would you like?
Oh, shoot.
I
Never
step
talked
back.
about that.
They'll tell you themselves. I won't speak for them.
Well, since you're having dessert, I would love a tiramisu.
No, Alex.
That is not a good price, Ilex.
I only had it the once, and it was absolutely incredible. Such a beautiful combination of... Thank you. That would be delicious.
Alex, just keep in mind, I don't think you'd get it until after we find the codex, so it might be a long while.
Oh.
You might have a tiramisu before that.
I would like protection for the Road Guard Forest.
Whoa! Whoa. Okay, hold on. We've upped the ante from tiramisu to protection for a chunk of the world. And what sort of protection would you like?
I want it to be its own sovereign area, not to be disturbed by any of the magical kingdoms nor cities.
Well, I tell you what, Xisk, I can tell you're trying to word this very carefully, like I've granted you a whisk. but I've granted you a whisk so that you can help me make a tiramisu.
My name is Xisk. Xisk is my name.
Here's what I could promise you about that. If we can get rid of the ancient ones, we can eventually get rid of the wasted west, and it will return to the meadows and forests and streams and lakes that it used to be. And it will stop seeping into the Rotgard and corrupting so many of the inhabitants in there.
Somebody else talk while I think.
Well, Xisk's very noble request has led me to one of my own. I would like your Mageocracy's help in finding my family, my real one.
You want to know who your
you
mother
can do
and your
that.
father are?
Yeah, sort of. Or, like, anyone who really knows who I am. And, if it comes down to it, help protecting them. I know that's a lot to ask, so if it's weird, then whatever.
No.
But that's what I want.
That's in the scope from tiramisu to saving the Rotgard Force. That sort of sits in the middle.
I demand that Alex gets to change her mind if she wants. After we consolidate Maeve's request.
I take out my diary and I write it down. Like, Vermes will help find Mom and Dad. Star.
I know this may sound crass to you, but how does, 5,000 of whatever coin you want?
What?
Who are you talking to?
What?
I'm talking to you all. You seem a bit caught off guard, aside from the pirate bear, who is focused on the cash, so I'm offering you cash.
just to be clear, cash in addition to the other requests, or cash
Or instead.
instead?
Well, I'm saying we can work on the other things, but all of them seem less concrete than a sword. So I'm trying to give you something concrete to consider. Tiramisu.
That's pretty
Tiramisu for
concrete.
everyone. We can say that.
Everyone.
Tiramisu for every. Here's what I can offer you for
Tiramisu
sure.
for all.
Tiramisu for everyone in the Rotgard Forest. So they all improve their attitudes.
Oh,
Okay, dang.
I think that would go a long way, honestly.
that would.
I'm sorry we're being glib. I think what we're asking for here is your trust and a partnership. Aside from the tiramisu, we have some big issues, and you're very powerful. It would be very helpful to have an ally like you with some of the things that we are trying to accomplish. We help you, and then you help us with the things that matter to us.
I'm happy to form some sort of ongoing arrangement. Absolutely. I constantly need people I can trust who aren't involved in the politics of Elaine or any of the other mage cities. So, I'm sure we can work something out. I don't expect you to come up with the codex in the next couple of days. I've been looking for it for, like I said, about 170 years. And I've just now gotten a few hints of it. There's one wrinkle you should be aware of, though. I don't think it's whole anymore. I think it's been torn into pieces.
How many?
Ay, big old scavenger hunt.
Well, at least 3. I have heard rumor and read a book about.
3.
Did you know that rumor when Faye spoke to you, or is that a recent rumor you've picked up?
She knew she was only going to find me a portion of the codex.
Okay.
And the tiramisu deal is just for a portion of the codex.
That was actually my next question, so we can receive these rewards in increments.
You could receive all these rewards for 1 increment.
Very
Right.
interesting.
Because they were going to give the cutlass to Faye for a portion of the
That's
codex. And now they are going to give you that same prize, along with a tiramisu.
What's the population of the Rotgard Forest?
Hard to say. It depends if you're
Probably.
counting all the shadowy shapes and figures and sort of quasi-evil things that live there.
And I am. You know they're getting their tiramisu.
Well, it's hard to go door to door with them. You know, they're not super friendly
For the Rotgard
census.
census.
Yeah.
Very good. All right. I kind of turn to look at the group.
Okay, here's the thing. I will admit I did think of it a bit like a wish. A bit. You did come in all powerful and all, but
And we are still. We're just changing our minds.
oh, you.
I wink at Xisk.
But I will accept it. The Rodgar Forest being kept as it stands and protected from all the spillage of the Wasted West. If that's what you're offering, that's what I asked, and you said you would do it. Yes?
Yes. Oh, yeah. I'm saying that if we got rid of the Wasted West, there would be less rot that would seep into the Rotgard, so it would be healthier, and there would be fewer dark druids.
So that was going to happen no matter what. Dang it.
It's not going to happen no matter what, Xisk. It's only going to happen if we help to make it happen.
Right, but I'm saying it's not an added benefit, like a
Well, I
bonus,
don't
like
think it's
a
the kind of thing
tiramisu
you can
is,
just
you know?
snap your fingers and make it happen. Can you?
Well, I tell you what, you guys can have some time to chew it over. Like I said, I've been waiting around a long time. You tell me you're on board, and then we can negotiate later what you want from my resources.
Well,
I think we should do it.
I think so too.
Yeah,
Why don't we?
I think we let you know what we
Yeah.
want from your resources.
Yeah, that's fine. Louis! And this, fat little Aarakocra owl comes waddling up. Most of his feathers are
You are so
missing.
cute.
No, most of his feathers are missing, so he looks a
Well,
little
never
bit.
mind.
He looks like a little bit like the Roadrunner after some escapade. Actually, not even the Roadrunner. He looks like the Coyote after some.
That's too bad.
Oh,
That's
But
disappointing.
he is
I thought
very
was gonna be so
fancy
cute.
dressed. He has on this bright purple and orange outfit that's all made of silk and satin. And he says, actually, sorry, Louis, I forgot what I called you over for. I got caught up in what you look like. No, Louis, get these guys outfitted with whatever they need. Oh, and as I'm looking at you, I think, why don't you spend a day or two here getting caught up on your learning?
I'm afraid we have a prior commitment in the 1 or 2 day kind of time window. How long will you be here?
How do we contact
We're
you?
going to be here for, oh, hold on. And you see him sort of walk off, and he levitates up, and he grabs this old book, and he's flipping through the pages. And then he licks the air, and he's looking around. He says,
What is
listen.
licking today?
Yeah. And he says, here's what we can do for you. We can get you to wherever you need to go faster. We'll put you on one of the roads.
Okay.
One of the Fey roads.
Yeah.
Fey roads.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he hands you these 3 bright yellow roses.
What did
How do these work?
these do?
These are portal roses. These are portal roses. You just got to find the right portal to get onto the Fey road so you can travel quick to wherever you need to go, right?
How do we find a
portal road?
portal?
Again, we don't know
find
how
the
this
Keep
portal.
works.
repeating that.
Have you
Yeah,
not
no.
have you not been in a portal before?
No.
Okay.
Truly,
you follow
I
the
just
roses.
walked out of the
They'll
forest
lead you
for
to
the
the
first time in
portal.
my life.
Same.
Oh, okay then. So these portal roses will help you find the Veil of Portals.
Follow the roses.
Veil of portals?
This is so unclear, Verveen.
This is some real Wizard Kingdom shit.
It's like
All
a
right,
knowledge
let me
bias.
try to
when
unwind
you know
it for
something,
you.
you think it's easy.
When you take these roses, when you walk out of here, you will see them point in a direction. You follow them, you will see a bright yellow door. That will take you where you need to go, where you want to go.
Do we have to think about it or
think
say,
happy
oh,
thoughts.
I really want to go to this place, or do anything, or
Yeah.
does it just open
There's no place like
Yeah,
that.
you can do all that stuff if you want. Yeah, for sure. You can do all of that.
for flavor?
I'm not saying for flavor. I'm not saying you have to do it as an extraneous, unnecessary thing. But yeah, it's a bit extraneous and unnecessary.
And then the roses go away, they dissipate. That's it.
How often do they work?
The roses will die. The roses will die in a couple of days. Yeah.
Oh, so it's a one-way thing.
Do we all have to use our own rose, or can we perhaps use one to open this portal and have the other 2 zip back here if we need? Or not saying you'll be here in this very strange tent, but
Once you go through the portal, just keep a sharp memory of where you go, and you will head back to that
so there
same
is a
area.
thought component to it. I knew it. Nobody walks through a portal just all willy-nilly thinking of nothing.
But, sorry, to be clear, does one rose transport the 4 of us?
5.
No,
Sorry,
three-
Potemkin.
Potemkin is still here.
Yeah, you need the 3. Yeah, I should be talking. I'll give all the details to Potemkin. This won't take
No,
as
that's not
much
true.
sort of
That's not true.
explaining.
Potemkin didn't help the Thunderboar fight at all. You keep talking
Yeah.
to us.
She's
I'm not
very
cool
just-
with Potemkin
She
at
just
the moment.
goes off and does her own thing.
Focused on meat.
I'm not even really sure why she came, if I'm being honest.
You need all 3 roses to get to the portal. Doesn't take you through the portal. You can walk through the portal okay. And you need all 3 to help you find the portal.
I see. The roses just point to the portal and die after a few days, but they aren't consumed in the transporting.
No, they will wilt at some point. But right now, where they're fresh, they'll help you find a portal. But don't dilly-dally once you get the roses.
Sure, we got a few days.
Do we have to book it once we're through the portal? Is the portal also going to tarnish?
No, the portal's the portal. The entrance to the portal might drift around a little bit, but once you're on the road, you're good. Well, you're not good.
understood.
You're still on a Fey road, so you gotta be careful about that.
Wait,
But-
are you in the Fey worlds in between portals?
Yeah,
On
that's
the Fey
what
road,
a
you're
road
in
is.
the Fey world.
This is a lot
Yeah.
of complexity for somewhere that is truly just one day's walk from where we are right now.
Yeah, we might just be better off just running there.
Well, that's up to you.
I still take the 3
I'm
roses.
saying,
Absolutely.
if you want to
I
take
take it.
Okay,
so you
bye.
want
Like
the roses?
weave it into my space bun, so it's like a nice accessory.
Yeah, let's keep track of the roses. Who's got the roses?
Maeve, and I'm so sorry. You did mention outfitting us? Unless
Oh,
that was it. Was
yeah.
it the flower thing?
No. Totally happy to outfit you and educate you.
And I'm so sorry. Just one more question for you. How do we contact you after this? Because we're going on a dangerous errand that, the most powerful pirate in the world failed ostensibly at. So just checking, how do we let you know if things are
Oh, I see what you mean.
good
How do you let
or
you know
bad?
when we...
Where do we find you?
Yeah.
What's your mailing address?
It'd be hard for you to find me, but I'll tell you what. Oh, that's what I was setting Louis up. Louis comes back with these 2 stones.
Damn, sorry,
gives
Louis.
you one of the stones.
Oh. I lick it.
No, don't lick it. This here is a
Ilex
blackberry.
dies. Boo! Research in motion will sue us. Boo!
It's a blackberry and it's not for licking. Is this what you're telling me?
That's right. Don't lick the blackberry. You can send me up to 25 words and I will reply.
Oh, it's like sending.
Blackberry?
Ilex is so much harder than you think.
Oh. Because it's a stone.
Well, no, because it's hard to come up with the 25 words that you want to use for the message.
Oh. Great.
Yeah, I believe our last one was Blade Walker crew, evac now, fuck.
I panicked. What do you want me to do?
Well, it sounds like you have experience with it, so why don't you hold on to it?
No,
It's yours, Xisk.
no,
I don't want
no.
it. You take it, Xisk.
Okay.
You have to be the one.
Why don't you
Jibs
want
out.
it?
I put my finger on my nose.
You'll be great, Xisk.
Makes me all flustered.
Hey.
Okay,
Well,
I'll
when
take
it's time
it.
to use it, we'll work together, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, I mean,
Worked really well last time.
out of the 5 of us, if there are communications needed in a high-stress, high-pressure situation, I would say it's you or Ilex that will communicate the most effectively.
That's true. We'll be the most distanced from the danger. Or we should be.
I'm getting the sense that you're not big on bookish things. Is that right? Getting a sense of that. Not
Well,
a big
I can't read.
scholar type.
I can't
like
read it all.
reading.
All right. So he hands Maeve quite a thick. It looks like a romance novel. It's got this young couple,
This is
a
what you
young
meant by educated?
vampire
Gross.
woman,
What is this?
hell?
and this chunky, manly half elf on the cover. He's got long hair, and they're looking off to a mansion in the distance.
That looks
What
fun.
is this? Why do you
and-
think I want this?
Chisky, he hands you what looks to be like a emergency exit row brochure from a plane. It's kind of got that
It's just a
plastic.
coloring
It's
book?
it's just all the pictures. It's just all pictures.
Oh, this is wonderful. This is my type of
Ilex,
story.
he gives you this chunk of 4 different kinds of rocks, all with written in Sylvan lick me here along these 4 rocks.
I do know how to read.
Oh,
Gideon,
so I see. So
you get-
these stones she can lick.
Yeah, these Gideon, he gives you a sack of small gems.
What, he gets paid?
So, yeah,
Yeah,
hold
he
on.
gets money and I get this YA novel that nobody wants?
I'll pull open the drawstring of the bag and look at a gem. Am I going to learn through cash?
Capitalism.
As you look at the one gem, you get a little bit of insight and a new thought, and it disappears.
Is it still a gem?
No, it's gone. Like it disappears. It turns into
The
smoke.
gem disappears.
Oh, it like
You
disappears.
get some ideas. You get some ideas and thoughts about things.
This is
Okay.
very nicely tailored to each of our preferences.
Yeah,
This is
it's
very good. You really
a
did
little-
master all magics.
This is, although I will say, in that private room is the first time that I've seen Ilex lick a rock, and you said you weren't listening?
I licked the sending stone
He
just now.
he looks. He sort of
Oh,
looks
that's
around sideways.
Not a good start.
I licked that blackberry, so it's anyway.
Xisk, are any of you doing anything with your items?
I will read the dust cover of the book.
And you
I'll
also
open
get
it and read the inside.
just sort of this flash of inspiration or thought. Not inspiration in a technical sense. You feel
okay.
inspired.
Because we have been down this road
and it
before.
does not stack. So don't actually even think about that.
But as you read it, the text disappears. And you read the story of these young lovers.
Can Potemkin learn too?
Potemkin does learn. As a matter of fact, he takes her off and he's talking with her quietly in the corner.
What the? I'm gonna try and listen
Oh,
to that
this
shit.
sounds
What
like
the hell?
conspiracy.
And you can see that around Potemkin there is this hazy image of a glowing, twisted road. And she's nodding and she's looking at him and writing down notes. And she's nodding and he's explaining stuff. And you can see gestures and actions and motions.
It's because she's a nerd.
Right, that's right. I
It's
forgot.
because
Put
they're
stuff in
both
bigger.
nerds.
Yeah.
It's very important when you're making alliances that you engage in other people's cultural practices. So if us absorbing this information is what he wants, then I think we should do it. and I lick all of my rocks immediately.
Oh, in one
right.
line, like a Jenga tower.
As you lick them, you have this sort of tastes and sense of the forest and of animals and wisdom, and you become 8th level.
Oh!
I read the book so fast. I read it all.
I eat the gems. I'm eating all the gems.
Don't eat those, Gideon. No, your teeth.
I eat my book too.
I'm chugging the gem bag.
They're not for eating. No.
I pop them like fucking warheads.
It hurts.
All his teeth fall out.
Just as you flip through your brochure, which takes you like 3 seconds because you
I grab a
puzzle out
crayon
the...
and just color it all.
That's so fucking
Coloring.
nice. Are you
There's like a
kidding me?
maze on it that you can do.
Jisk is too precious for this adventure. Why do we tarnish him?
Just you become 8th level.
Hey!
Gideon, as you pick up each gem and try to eat them, they disappear into midair, so you get more frustrated and more
Gideon's
hungry.
weeping. Please.
Gideon loses a level.
But with each
I'm 3 levels of exhaustion.
with each gem, you learn new skills and new ideas and new tactics and new strategy. For you, Maeve, things deepen as you read deep into the story. You can get lost in this amazing romance, and all of the clothes are so highly detailed, and the emotions as they flip back and forth and sort of works out, and then his mother doesn't like her, and there's all this drama, and you emerge as an 8th level warlock.
Erotic fanfic writer.
Maeve, were there some good parts in there?
Time passes quickly for each of you, and as you all come back into that sort of central dining room area where he's now starting on breakfast, you're all up to like maximum hit points.
Did we sleep?
It felt like you entered some sort of dream state. Absolutely.
Do we feel
It's not
refreshed?
the
though?
same, Kevin.
So
It's
not the
refreshing.
same.
close to
It's
Just
not the
I can
same as
I
a
can
nap.
tell you this, just because yours took literally 30 seconds to go through, you had an extra few hours, so you
I
had
can
it.
sleep.
You can have a whole actual sleep.
Whoa, okay.
As a matter of fact, there would be like this perfect bower of perfectly soft moss or deep grass or whatever it is that Xisk would think was the perfect place to sleep. Actually, just lie down to sleep.
Yeah, he does. You can see his maple hole blowing a maple bubble and then shrinking.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, I don't think
That's
if you want us
so
to stop
revolting.
talking about it, quit bringing it up.
This is Griffin Cork for the Dicecast podcast. I've never done it before. That's it for this week.
We can't possibly say anything else.
Oh my.
All right.
Absolutely sick.
Yes, so I would just finish it off by telling you that Potemkina, she comes forward and you hear her muttering about the silver streams. And she will explain that she has been taught a new level of wizardry, and she has become a geomancer.
A geomancer?
Mm-hmm. A geomancer is one of the specialist
fake,
wizards
but
you
okay.
can be in Midgard. So he opens that. He goes up to the top of the stairs and he holds open the tent flap and he says, "So remember, if you need to talk to me, you send me a message, and me or Louis will get back to you in a reasonable amount of time."
Wow, I can't wait to hear Louis' voice.
Louis doesn't speak; he only texts. That's why I have brought him here for this.
That's why you brought him here for this?
That's why he's so perfect to handle all my correspondence.
Is there like a text-to-speech button on this thing? Because I can't read, so if I need to receive the text, then we're screwed.
No, yeah, you don't have to actually try to write it in. You can just Compose yourself and say with the words.
Anyway, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, he does mean receiving messages, but it's too late. Thank you very much to Kobold Press for all of the lovely Midgard material. To Maps and Melodies for all the sweet jams you heard in this Diaz Cast episode, and to Morgan Ermter for all of the sweet graphic design done for the Diaz Cast. And let's talk about things that people want to talk about this week. Diego.
Hey, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I've been streaming also, so you can go follow me there. Everywhere is I was almost doing the Xisk accent. You can follow me everywhere at Diego Stredel, including Twitch. You can also watch me on The Imperfects on Netflix, and you can go play New Tales from the Borderlands, where I play Octavio. Bye.
I just downloaded it, and boy, it's going to be a good time. I get to play as Diego. Moving on.
Yeah.
Emma.
Hello, I'm Emma. You can find me on Instagram at CinderemmaB. I deleted my Twitter.
Good for you.
Wow. Maddie.
Move.
You can follow me on Instagram at Madeline Hunter Smith and on Twitter at Madeline H. Smith.
I'm
I'm
judging.
not very active on either, so have fun looking at my old posts.
You are, I will say you are more active than Emma. I think the last tweet I saw from Emma was like 2012.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Wow.
Time to send that Twitter account to the graveyard for sure.
Kevin.
Well, I just signed up. I didn't jump off Twitter, but I did sign up to Mastodon, so you can find me at FunPirate at. I forget, but you can find me somewhere on Mastodon.
Is that Donald Trump's new social media or?
Oh, God.
What's
Donald Trump has opened up a Mastodon server, and he's calling it Truth Social.
Goodness.
Oh God! I had a real sun scare moment. If you actually signed up for Donald Trump's social media network,
No. Mastodon
God.
is open source
I don't know what
software.
Mastodon even is.
Yeah, Mastodon is the new Twitter. That's where everyone is going as alternatives to being on
source.
Twitter.
It's a kind place.
said-
It hasn't been corrupted yet. But you
You
do
said
have-
funpirate at toot.community. That's what you said.
at
Oh,
Toot.
that is the one.
That's what you
Yes.
said.
You can find us on Discord, the Diazcast. You can find us on diazcast.com. You can find us on Facebook at the Diazcast.
You can find me on all platforms at Griffin Cork, except Mastodon. I'll never join. And for any thoughts or questions or concerns, you can shoot me an email at griffin@diazcast.com. And a big thank you to Crypt Fiend on our Discord, who has started making some AI fan art of our main cast of characters here.
Woo!
It's so good.
You've probably seen them on our socials by the time this episode is released, but here is my shout out. Thank you, Crypt Fiend.
Bye.
Bye.
Ciao.